Join us for a driving review of the all-new Cupra Leon. Let's go! Here in the front, the new Cupra Leon has this new front face, of course similar to the Seat Leon in the new generation, but here with the Cupra with a more aggressive styling here, high gloss black with this honeycomb structure alike, Cupra logo in this tribal style, copper accentuations, sporty lower bumper, graphene grey is the color for today, a very interesting color. There are also matte colors in grey and blue available, by the way, but this one here with the metallic color also pretty interesting. Daytime running light in a spectacular style. The length is at 4.66 m, 15'3" or 183 inches here for the Estate. Of course, there's also a shorter version available with the hatch. Both, however, have the same wheelbase, and there's a longer wheelbase now in this new Cupra Leon generation and also the Seat Leon generation. They share now the wheelbase with the Skoda Octavia. 19-inch wheels are standard indeed, with the copper accentuations really large, and you have to be careful not to damage them. The rear, probably most interesting here. You can see here the light strip all across the vehicle, really cool. Cupra logo, Cupra lettering, very nice design, I think. However then, Autogefuhl fake exhaust police, because here, pure fake exhaust left and right. I mean, it's a beautiful fake exhaust style, yes. The real one, however, underneath. The question is here, do you think it's that beautiful that we can excuse it or not? So for the Cupra Leon, there's a 2-liter TSI with 245 horsepower or with 300 horsepower, front-wheel drive only, or a 310 horsepower version with all-wheel drive exclusively for the ST for the Estate. But this one here, you can see it here with the orange electric elements, 1.4 TSI turbo petrol engine. But again, 245 horsepower, both combustion engine and electric motor powering the front wheels once again. The slowest version, especially here with the Estate together. But then again, you also have electric driving moments. And recharging this 13 kWh battery with 3.6 kW AC max. So not that fast, but for plug-in hybrid vehicle with a small battery, it doesn't matter so much actually. And then pure electric driving, around maximum 40 kilometers in summer, so around 20 miles. Inside of the doors in the front, soft touch here and a nice fabric design right there, then leatherette for the handle. Cupra entry badge is also illuminated at night, and then the completely new cockpit here with the copper accentuations, steering wheel. This is the optional one with the drive selector, and then nice sport seats. You have fabric on the inside right here and leatherette on the outside, so the seats are animal free. So also a sustainable and sporty choice, integrated head restraint that looks really, really fancy. So like that, also with the copper accentuations, and they hold you tight, but at the same time they're also comfortable long term, so very well done. And getting inside, it's a typical compact car style, and you feel very much at home here in the cockpit. Again, the seats are really comfortable, they hold you tight, especially in the upper area. But at the same time, they give you, enough space to move around. So your lower back is also really fine, at least for me. Interior overview, nice structure at the dashboard, soft touch design. And then this here also the matte feeling then, also you hear that. So that's really cool. Steering wheel with the copper accentuations here and there. Feels also good quality. Optional super sport steering wheel here, also with the driving mode selector. Click through the driving modes, or always click and hold, and then it directly hops to the Cupra mode. Start and stop the engine right here. Cruise control on the left side, right side you control the digital instruments, zoom more details to that, 10.25 inch. On the right side, a normal Seat Leon would start with an 8-inch screen, but all the Cupras automatically have the bigger one, also 10-inch screen, widescreen format, and the temperature sliders are here, but to control them while driving is not that good and easy, and also it lags a little bit behind. Ambient lighting, you can also see it here, really nice all the way around. And I also have some night or dark shots for you where you can see the ambient lighting in a different color, and also this entry badge and also the puddle light, so from the exterior visible when you open or close the car at night. The digital instruments, you can switch them around what you want to see, different view modes like this. Yeah, brum brum. And then you also have this one here with the map, for example, or like this. So different stylings available no matter what you want. And then also you can switch around the left side and the right side. So pretty much adjustable, but most of the time it's not really necessary. Now details to the screens. You have this app view like there. They can also go to the Apple CarPlay. It's also available wireless. This is not a brand, this is cork cover. So Apple CarPlay and Android Auto both available wireless, but you can still use the cable if you prefer that connection. It charges faster than, of course, but there's also inductive charging pad then in the lower part. Here you can always go back to the Cupra mode, but first of all, let's listen to the music system right here. Well, it sounds actually quite decent. Have a couple of speakers in there. Yeah. So satisfied with that. Back to the Cupra system. Here you have different main menus. Also this one is available, for example. Fuel consumption, it always depends. If the battery is empty, you can have some 7 to 8 liters or more kilometers, 30 mpg US plus, 40 mpg UK plus. But then if the battery is there actually, and it can be a mix, you know, so you can go lower in the liter figures but higher in the energy consumption. Always hard to say for plug-in hybrid vehicles. DSG shifting lever, drive mode here, shift by wire, so there's no mechanical link. Reverse, and the transitions front and back again, they're really fast now, so that helps you also in driving and really clean up this whole area. Easy off button, maybe not at these conditions today. And then here the key, it can be fitted right here. This like this directly fits in, and there's a Cupra logo at the back part. Interesting here now for the rear is, first of all, hardpack at the rear inside doors. Here, the Leon and the Octavia share the longer wheelbase of this MQB platform in the new generation, whereas the Golf and the A3 have the shorter wheelbase, unless you go for the Golf variant. So, and then here, legroom left, although these are the thick sport seats, 380 liters for the hatch, but here 607 liters for the ST, for the estate version of the Leon, both Cupra and Seat. This is a nice rail left and right, so you can have everything clean. This is then here, cabin trolley inside, no problem. Underneath, here for the plug-in hybrid, 2 charging cables, the storage, so you can have that in a clean way. And also just here in the front, you can here push the luggage further and then still have the opening possibility here. So I think that's actually quite okay. And then folding the seats easily from here, also then at the other side. So I think that's actually a good mechanism like this, and they fold completely flat. As for the measures, the normal length of the trunk is just a little bit more than a meter. Welcome to Thomas's Driving Lounge with the new Cupra Leon, all new generation. And here we have the plug-in hybrid today, and also the ST, the estate version here. Clicking through the driving modes, one pressing goes step by step, and holding it, press and hold, directly helps to the Cupra mode. Also the S shifting mode automatically activated. That's why we want to be. Boost from both powertrains, electric drivetrain and also the combustion engine, both on the front wheels. In this case here, all-wheel drive is available for the estate, but not for this very plug-in hybrid version. And now a little bit wet road, safety first, we let all the cars pass, and then from 30 kilometers an hour we enter the stage. Let's go. That's 170 kilometers an hour. We'll stop it right here because It's a car in front of us. Good acceleration. 7 seconds it is with the Estate from 0 to 100 kilometers or 0 to 60 miles an hour. And 7.6 actually with the same drivetrain but with the Edge. So the Estate was a little bit heavier. Yeah, I mean, did you hear this artificial sound? Whoa, I mean, that was so like to me, I'm not sure how you picked that up on camera. You should use the comments, but for me, as my real life experience here now, whoa, I think it was a little bit too much. So I think it was even a little bit annoying in the ears. So it sounded also too much as for this car is really capable of, you know what I mean? So artificial sound is not that bad, because even with V8 engines, see the V8 naturally aspirated Lexus engine, even that one has sound actuators nowadays, because the cars are so well insulated that even with big sports cars, big engine sports cars, you cannot hear so much anymore because the cabin is well insulated, what we also like to reduce tire noise and so on, and wind noise, blah blah blah. So sound actuators are not the pure evil, but then again, it has to sound right for the vehicle, and I think it doesn't sound right here. We had the same with the Skoda Octavia RS-iV, which is also the plug-in hybrid version of the sports version. Yeah, not really suitable, I think. Here again, the beautiful ambient lighting in the sports or Cupra mode, and if we then hop back to the normal driving mode, you see here, for example, blue, but you can also individualize that, or just keep it at one straight color always, and I think that's really nice. So very nicely done, this integrated LED ambient lighting. That's one of my favorite features with this vehicle, definitely. And also other sporty features wise, you know, the steering is really nice. One of the best things of this vehicle is also the steering, very precise, no dead zone angle, not too exaggerated, so not too direct that you know go all over the place on the motorway or something, but really with a nice sporty input. Slalom is pure fun. Also, this car gives you a very safe handling feeling. You feel that you would be in control all the time. It's a good balance, the weight distribution and so on. Even here in this plug-in hybrid version, this one is a little bit higher than pure combustion engine version, so it's not set lower, that's the correct expression. You feel that, so the plug-in hybrid version of the Cupra Leon will be the least sporty one, acceleration-wise and also handling-wise. Well, that's okay. So if you seek a little bit more comfort, if you seek tax benefits because of the plug-in hybrid version, and if you like these pure electric commuting, for example, inside the city, then the plug-in hybrid version has actually an advantage, is quite good. So it's pro and con after all. To me, yeah, I mean, if you save massive amounts of money, especially in Germany, that's the case when you go for you know, for a lease vehicle, for business use, or you can use one, then have also private usage in that, and you have to tax, you know, pay taxes on the private use. Then you can save massive amounts of money here with a plug-in hybrid, for example. And I mean, it makes sense also in a way when you can recharge at home or work and really can commute all electric without any combustion engine emissions during the week, for example. So that would indeed make sense. If you think about the electronic differential lock, yes, the sports versions of the Octavia and the Leon do have that. The mechanical differential lock only for the highest horsepower pure petrol engine. Yeah, and the all-wheel drive versions, they also don't need that because they distribute the power to the rear wheels then anyway for a substantial share. Once again, the nice ambient lighting. Sound insulation is actually quite good here in the tunnel, of course, really loud in comparison to outside, but here at the good niveau, so no problem about that. And once again, we go to the Cupra mode and accelerate out here. That's 150. And now, do some city driving. See here, also when you just accelerate in the city, just a little bit, really nice. Blind spot monitor was there, maybe you've seen it, flashing right there. Very well integrated, very interesting new integration for the blind spot monitor, definitely. So that's pretty cool. And in the city driving, you do feel the 19-inch wheels. Although this vehicle is equipped with the DCC, the adaptive cruise control as well, but DCC is the adaptive suspension, dynamic chassis control, that's the abbreviation. So still, feeling the 19-inch wheels going through these potholes and so on, they really reduce the comfort. And the 19 inch is standard for the Cupra Leon, so if you want it more comfortable, you have to go for the Seat Leon and not pick the Cupra version. Yeah, you have to live with that, but then again, it's a sporty feeling. Also due to these 19-inch wheels, of course, the DCC is also set on a stiffer note than with the Seat Leon. Overall, still really cool and fun driving. Sometimes also in combination with the uncomfortable ride, then you feel that, and also hear it when it's like bam, especially at the rear axle. Although this car here is equipped with the more sophisticated rear axle already, the Multilink, when we talk about this whole platform, Golf, Leon, Octavia, A3 and so on. So all the plug-in hybrid models have the more sophisticated rear axle. But still, the wheel choice is here, in this case then the main deciding factor. And then, whoa, yeah, really feel that. And now to our conclusion for today with the Cupra Leon here in the new generation. Plug-in hybrid version we had here today. But we also taught you more about the different versions we have: Golf GTI, Skoda Octavia RS IV or VRS, and here the Cupra Leon. So the true sporty models will be still the pure petrol engines, yes, and they're also a little bit sportier, better in acceleration and so on. The plug-in hybrid models, however, good when you can recharge frequently at home or at work, can commute inside the city, all electric, or if you can have a lot of tax benefits as for that. So a little bit higher also the model, but it's not quite that obvious here with the Cupra Leon than we recently had with the Skoda Octavia VRS IV, which really looked definitely higher in the plug-in hybrid version. Exterior wise, I think probably among these three the most beautiful one. Is it? Tell me in the comments what's your take on that. I think a really nice and sporty design, but very elegant, and these copper accentuations fit very, very well. Interior also with a very unique and sporty styling, and in this new generation more space than before, especially in the rear compartment, and also a very well usable trunk. The driving experience, precise, good in the handling, a neutral balanced feeling. Acceleration is powerful enough here in the plug-in hybrid version, but again, the pure petrol engines will be sportier. But overall, I still think that the driving experience here is very, very good with the Cupra Leon. I really like the driving. Aspects to mention on the negative side is the 19-inch wheels look kick-ass, but then they reduce the comfort, and the new infotainment system, too slow, too complicated. These are the two negative points, definitely. Once again, a sporty and elegant experience, exterior, inside, and also while driving. Thank you so much for tuning in today. See you next time.